All right, and I'm here. Hey, I see my main man Jifty is in the chat. How's it going today, buddy? Hope you're looking forward to the stream today, cause I am. Only oh, that's good. That's good to hear, man. Uh, Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, only downside is that the delivery driver that's bringing the game is a tad late at the moment, which is a bit of an issue. So we might have to chill and do some other stuff for a little bit, which I know wasn't originally the plan, but what can I say? Amazon has never delivered something this late into the day for me before, so this is kind of a surprise for me too. You know what I mean? But I still really appreciate that you came to come check out the stream. That's really cool. Uh, so yeah, while we're waiting for Amazon, I was thinking I could play some other stuff. Uh, does Hyrule Warriors sound cool to you? I mean, it's still Legend of Zelda, so I figured it would be good because it's like related. I appreciate your patience, though. It's okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna probably boot up Hyrule Warriors just for a bit then, so we have something else to do while we're waiting for the game because it's just kind of it's just kind of taking a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get that set up then. Just a minute. I'll get the scene switched over. All right, and if you have any issues with the audio balance at any point, let me know because that'll help me get the feedback on what I need to do to fix it. So yeah, not originally what I was gonna do, but we're just kind of waiting on the game at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't even want to play this map. I already did most of the stuff on this one. Man, are you excited for the amazing thing that I'm going to do where I go to play the game and I get really focused and then I stop talking like an idiot? I'm excited for that. Man, I can't even play that level. I'm trying to remember what it was I was actually going to be doing next. Right, I was going to play this one. I know there's an A rank word for Tetra, but I'm just going to play Link because my Link is level 82. So, yeah, I'm going to try to figure out some stuff to hopefully get the game going. The game that you're actually here for and all. So this is just kind of while we're waiting to see if the Amazon driver shows up like he was supposed to. Okay, hang on just a sec. I gotta adjust my second monitor so I can see my game a little bit better, because looking through the stream preview isn't really a good option. So part of the tricky thing, yeah, the live chat's a little slow on the actual picture. And also, if it takes you a little while to respond, that's not a big deal, man. Like, I appreciate that you're interacting, though. It really makes it more fun for me. So the thing about these quiz levels in Hyrule Warriors, though, is a lot of the time the guy that you're not supposed to beat up, the one that's the wrong answer, always ends up feeling like they have way less health than the one you're supposed to beat, which always makes these levels really annoying. man. Okay. Oh, another interesting quirk about these levels is that even though the person that you didn't need to defeat just flees instead of being defeated, as long as their little character is on screen when that happens, you still get a reward drop as if you had killed them, which is really cool because it makes these levels really good for farming materials from the main characters themselves, because you're able to just, you know, fight them without having to fight any of the regular enemies or capture forts or stuff in between. Well, this is actually a spin-off game, Jifty. This is kind of more in the vein of like the Dynasty Warriors games, which are a totally different franchise. This just uses Legend of Zelda characters. So I'm waiting to get my copy of Tears of the Kingdom, because it was supposed to be here by now, but it just isn't yet. Because you'll get to see what a Zelda game normally plays like once I'm able to actually play that. Oh yeah, also, how's the audio balance? Are you able to hear my microphone good over the game volume? Because I don't hear all that myself, so I don't always know. Oh, hang on. Why is the capture card not displaying? Come on. Come on. Why are you gonna do that to me now? Hang on. Just try unplugging it and plug it back in. Come on, work with me here. There we go, okay. Yeah, that might happen from time to time. Okay, we're good now. Man, isn't OBS just... Actually, I think this is an OBS issue, not even like a capture card issue, but isn't OBS just a perfect streaming software with no flaws? It is loading. This better not be a thing that happens a lot. Yeah, so for now we're just waiting to see if Amazon delivers, and if in a while they haven't, there's other stuff I can do to just try to make this still an entertaining stream, but as you can imagine, this wasn't really my plan. Wow, I got 5 people watching right now. That's crazy, especially since I'm not even playing the right game. Oh, I can't go capturing the wrong forts because this is one of those missions. So this is one of the harder mission types where you have to save allies stranded deep in enemy territory, and they just kind of won't let you do anything else until that's done, because if you don't get to the allies quick enough, they just get defeated really easily. Because apparently, if you're not player controlled, you just have minus 90% stats in this game. Crazy how that works, huh? Alright. Well, according to my OBS, I've dropped 0 frames so far on the stream, so I don't think you can get a more stable bitrate than that, huh? So things are working for the most part on the technical side. I'm just having issues with Amazon. Hey, I appreciate your support, Jifty. It means a lot to me that you think my channel's this good, because, like, I'm trying and all, don't get me wrong, but I really didn't expect to have anybody like my videos that much. And I'm sorry if I don't respond to chat, like, right away, because the monitor that I have to use to see the game without interruption is not the same as the one that has the chat feed on it. So sometimes I have to glance between the two to make sure I can see both, but it's not always going to be fast. And it looks like I might have to restart because I was taking too long fighting random bosses, because I think that one of the required guys might die really soon. I'm hoping not, but yeah, I think I might have just lost, unless that was the one, not the one. Oh, that was just a different guy. Never mind. That wasn't one of the guys I actually had to save. That was just a Hylian captain who happened to be there. I don't want to fight a silver cuckoo. I have to do everything else you already told me to do. There we go. Now I can actually do the objective. Yeah, well, even if you're saying a lot, I still want to respond to as much of it as I can, because, you know, part of the fun of a live stream is the viewer interaction, you know? It's a lot more fun if I'm able to actually respond to stuff. Not just, like, for you, but it's more fun for me, too. Because that was part of the reason I was so excited to live stream, is because I wanted to be able to interact with you. And, you know, obviously my other viewers too, but honestly, you're kind of my most consistent viewer, so. So, yeah. Still appreciate, I know I keep saying it, but I really do appreciate you coming to watch. Alright, now if I want to get the A rank clear reward on the level, I just need to beat about... Oh, you gotta go for a bit? Talk to you later, Ma. So, yeah, now I just gotta defeat enough enemies to be able to get the A rank clear. Because this game has rank requirements on these adventure map levels, so basically you have to clear within certain parameters if you want the best rewards. And that usually involves beating the level within a certain time frame, taking a certain amount of damage or less, and defeating at least a certain amount of enemies. Though thankfully, compared to the Wii U version of the game, the Switch version is so much more lenient. No, it's not free. It's on Nintendo Switch. It's a $60 game, just like most of the main releases. But it's a really good one. It's got hundreds and hundreds of hours of content in it. Though if you were really going to switch or spring for a game on the Switch, I would go for Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game that just came out. But honestly, that game's super expensive. Seriously, though, just in general, gaming as a hobby is so much more expensive than it used to be. Have you noticed that? It's nuts. I mean, seriously, the amount of money it costs to buy a new game release, like 60 or 70 bucks. I remember when I was a kid, which was only about a decade ago, mind you. Games only cost like 40 bucks, and that was on the more expensive side. So I don't understand when everything got so expensive. It's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Just kind of wish my favorite hobby was a little bit more affordable. Oh, and see, here's one of these lovely things that this game likes to do sometimes to mess with you. See, if you'll see the little blue flag character on the minimap, that's somebody I have to protect or I instantly lose, and she's charging right at the enemy base, which basically just forces me to play faster. Because if Ruto goes in here and fights Sheik, Ruto is going to die because Ruto is not Oh, no, for sure. It's definitely a greed thing, dude. Our whole economy is run off greed. That's what capitalism is. They think they can get more money out of you while providing the same quality or worse quality content, and they're right, because we still pay for it. That is the reality of the situation. If we don't like it, we need to stop buying video games, but that's never going to happen because everybody enjoys gaming. You know, that's how they get away with these ludicrous prices. If they didn't think they could get away with it, they wouldn't charge it. Now, I could wait for Sheik to display her weak point gauge to let me attack, or I could just use regular hammer attacks repeatedly against the guard and then win that way. And I'm going to pick this. So there we go. So nice, relatively easy clear. And why is my... I don't need to actually see the stream on there. Okay, well there, I cleared that one nice and easy. That should have been an A rank. Yep. Nice easy A rank there. Now here's to hoping it doesn't freeze as soon as it does the loading screen again. Wow, look at that. As soon as there was a loading screen. Let me see here. Yeah, no, I've heard of those games before. I've played Genshin before. I haven't played it in a while just because I'm so far behind on the power curve, and it feels like super insurmountable as a free-to-play player to actually catch back up sometimes. But I used to play Genshin a lot back when it first came out. I haven't tried out Star Rail yet, so I don't know how good it is. But I've heard good things, but, you know, lots of those with me here. Okay, it seems to be going. Yep, the stream froze. I noticed that too. Because that's what that is my OBS freezing. I don't understand why my OBS does that. It just kind of does sometimes, and it's really annoying for me too because I have no clue why it does it. You know, and it's just one of those things where you go to look it up and the internet just has no actual answers. But either way, I'm just going to keep streaming until I get the game, and then I'll be able to play Tears of the Kingdom. But I'm really hoping that I get it sooner rather than later. But even if I don't, there's no cause for concern because I will be streaming pretty much all weekend. So believe me when I say that you will get to see Tears of the Kingdom this weekend, even if it's not right away. I don't care about the item transporter. A little late on that. Now, thankfully, this level should be pretty easy because Ganondorf is one of the most powerful characters in the game, as you might imagine. I mean, of course, the main villain's really strong. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming all weekend, dude. It's going to be great. Tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm hoping to stream on weekends more often here, too. Because obviously I'm going to be streaming Tears of the Kingdom until I finish it. So, yeah. I mean, it'd be a little silly of me to just do the one stream, you know what I mean? Yeah, I really like the trident weapon they gave Ganondorf in this version of the game, because he didn't have this in the Wii U version, and it's super fun. Oh no, a random Hylian captain is gone. Oh man, I would be so sad if that mattered at all. Okay, now I just need to get enough kills to actually get the A rank, because I need the A rank to get the new level for the Trident, because this is a weapon rank unlock level, so it's really important that I get a good rank on it. Oh no, that's cool, dude. Hey, if you need to go, you need to go, man. I ain't gonna be offended because you got other stuff to do. You know, life matters more than a random, like, video game stream. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just happy that you're gonna be able to hang for a while at all. Oh, Lana's in trouble down there. See, because I may not care if a random Hylian captain goes away, but if one of my actual named characters gets defeated, that might be a bit of a problem, actually. Alright, I think I need probably 1200 is how they usually do these. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, totally different time zone then, huh? Yeah, so when I did my test stream last night, it must have been like the middle of the night for you, dude. But no, don't feel obligated to, like, to stick around if you need to go to bed or if you have something else to do, because that's way more important. Yeah, because this is just a live stream, and I'll be doing more of them. And you won't have to wait as long for me to get into the original topic for the live stream next time, because I'll actually have the game from the get-go from next time. So this whole issue won't ever happen again with Tears of the Kingdom, at least. Yeah, 3 or 4 in the morning for you, that's a little... you know, that's just a little bit inconvenient timing, huh? Just a little bit. Look out, random Hylian captain on Pixel Health! I saved him. I saved his life, I'm a hero. As long as you ignore the fact that I'm playing as the Demon King right now. Nah, I was cutting it close even for the test stream, though, because, Lana, I left you alone for 5 minutes. What? Why are you... well, not even 5 minutes. Why are you so bad? I'm coming. There, I saved her again. There. Now the Stallmaster can't kill her anymore because I got rid of it. Now I gotta clear out all the guys that are in the Allied base because I can't focus on boss killing if there's enemy... oh. The game was full of crap. There is no enemies in the Allied base. Okay, back to trying to kill the boss. Because these guys have crazy amounts of health. Anyways, yeah, so probably after this level, I'm gonna go check my porch to see if the thing is here or not. Well, I don't even really have to do that. I can probably just ask my mom to check the package status. But yeah, I can imagine anybody new to the channel who's coming on right now is just like, what the heck is this? This isn't the game I got on to watch. Lana, how? How are you in danger again? It's been less than 2 minutes since I bailed you out. Oh, she's like dead. Wow. Never mind. Not even close. Alright, I think I should be good to just finish the level now, because I got 1,200 kills. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Man, I hope you're doing okay. Well, I'm really glad to hear that, man. I hope you recover good from that surgery. Yeah, heart conditions are no joke. But yeah, I really do hope that you recover all right from that surgery, because I would be pretty sad if something happened to you, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're in recovery, because, you know, sometimes you don't get that lucky and that type of condition keeps persisting. So I'm glad that you're in a position where you're doing fine. Doing a thing where I can actually attack him? Yes, he is. Excellent. No packages yet? Thanks for checking, Dad. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that must have been like. That must have been super rough. I wonder if that wasn't an A rank. No, I needed to kill more for that one for A rank, huh? Interesting. That had a higher requirement than usual. Well, like I said, I'm really glad you're feeling better. Well, I'm glad I was able to cheer you up. That makes me happy that my videos were able to do that for you. Well, I guess I'd have to play that one again, huh? Is the stream seriously gonna freeze every time I finish a level? Is that really gonna be a thing? Man. When is that gonna fix? I don't want to actually have to unplug stuff repeatedly, because that definitely isn't a good solution. Well, yeah, it seems to be something going on with OBS, not like in the setup or something. Okay, let me do the old unplug and plug it back in trick again, huh? Man, this wasn't happening before, which is what was confusing me. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Alright. Here's to hoping that this problem I'm able to find a solution to it, huh? Bruh. Okay, I hit deactivate and it doesn't deactivate, which tells me it's an OBS confusion thing. OBS, it's like, oh yeah, you don't need me to do that, do you? And it's like, no, I do kind of need you to do what I said. Yep, it sure did. Seems to be a thing that happens twice. Oh, it is, man. It's a whole thing. Uh, because I don't even know why it's doing this is the thing that's annoying for me. Because I've never had this issue in tests before, so this is like a whole new issue. Come on. I shouldn't need to unplug it multiple times. I I mean, yeah, I'm gonna probably have to here in a little bit, but okay, it's back, and it should be back until we play another level if the pattern holds. What I think it is it's something to do with the way the game's loading screens work. I think it's causing that issue. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stream on hold for just a little. No, it's there we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the whole time that time my whole OBS froze. I'll be back in just a bit.
freaky on a Friday night, yeah.
And I'm back. Sorry about the wait there. So, still waiting on Amazon to get the game to me, and as you could have probably imagined, just kind of no good solutions on the internet for the issue I'm having with the capture card, because I think it's an OBS thing. I hope it's an OBS thing. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of that, an idea I had for if I have to go on a longer break during stream is I was thinking I could actually like hook one of my other videos into play, because that's the thing I can do. Yeah, honestly, I'm not like a huge fan of Libitina myself, but it just it feels like a bit of a nothing song to me. But like Epiphany is one of my favorite charts in any FNF mod, and the lyrics mix not having the instant kill mind notes makes it way more playable. So honestly, you know, Epiphany's one of my favorite levels in like any mod. It's super fun. Like I said, I think insta kill mind notes are a little overkill on that hard of a chart, but that's just me, I guess. It could just be that I'm bad. It's likely that I'm just bad. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite in the whole mod, but it's definitely up there. I think they really did a good job with the remade versions of the Monica Week songs, like the first set. Because those ones in general, except for Bara no Yume, I didn't think any of those first week songs were very good in the original version of the mod. And Bara no Yume was just kind of mid in my opinion, but the new versions are all so good. Yeah, for sure, though. Insta-kill mines are just difficult in general, no matter what you put them in, though. You know, it's funny. Going back and playing some of the older mods I played before when I was still, you know, getting into rhythm games in general, because Friday Night Funkin' has kind of been my gateway to rhythm games because of how, you know, easy it is to get into with the fact that it's open source, everybody mods it, it's really cool like that. I actually struggle with like some of the songs I used to play because I used to play some of them on like easy mode, and now the scroll speed is too low. Like legitimately, I mess up my timing because the arrows take too long to get places, and I think that's funny because that's the exact opposite problem I had when I first started playing. So, either way, I'm thinking for now I'm going to retitle the stream because I don't know when Tears of the Kingdom is getting here. I'll say it's a Tears of the Kingdom stream again when the game actually gets here. Really, I didn't know that Poems and Thorns was originally going to be in the Monica Week. I figured it was probably some kind of like scrapped song considering they put it in bonuses. But that is interesting. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna retitle the stream for a bit because just you know the game didn't come on time. Amazon sucks. Where's my game? Question mark, exclamation point. Okay, edit the little description to mention that they didn't because Amazon is up. What the heck did I just do? There we go. Okay. There. All right, and now that I've done that, hopefully any of the 4 potential people who might see this and think I should click it won't be disappointed when it's not Tears of the Kingdom, because now the title doesn't claim it's Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna also be tinkering with my capture card and stuff here in a bit, but for now I'm just gonna unplug it because I'm thinking that maybe it might be just because I've had it plugged in for so long. So I'm gonna just totally unplug the capture card and all of its cords for a bit, just to see if maybe that helps. And while we're waiting on that, I was thinking I could play something on my PC for a bit, because that's pretty easy to set up. So, let's see. I mean, I guess I can leave it up to you, Jifty, because like you're kind of like my my most frequent viewer, so I'll kind of let you pick. So I could play something Friday Night Funkin' related. I could play some Cassette Beasts. Yeah, you just commented. Like I was saying, either like Friday Night Funkin' or some Cassette Beasts, probably. And I'll let you pick, because like, you know, I don't really mind either way. Well, I mean, if this much of my stream was going to be a still image, at least I picked a cool one. Right, right. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, it might be a little jarring if some of the like episodes are full recorded videos and then others are stream highlights. I can see how that might get confusing. You're right. So I guess now all that remains to be done is, let's see. Hmm. Oh, welcome back, Ma. Yeah, we're going to be doing some other stuff for a little bit because I'm troubleshooting something going on with my OBS and capture card that's being silly, and we're still waiting on Tears of the Kingdom. So we were going to do some other stuff for a bit. Anyways, now I just got to pick what thing I want to load up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. I'm just trying to find a good one that I don't already have recorded for videos. Uh, hey, you ever heard of Seek's cool Deltarune mod? That's a really cool FNF mod that I don't have recorded yet. If you wanted to see me play some of that. You know, just since we're waiting on Amazon to actually deliver the thing that was supposed to be. All right, yeah, that's cool. I'll just get stuff set up while you're gone then. Let's see. Let me just add a new scene. All right, there. Now my microphone is visible on there. Alright, that's just kind of blacked out. So it's an issue I've had with game capture on OBS. man. I swear, OBS just doesn't like me. Why the heck do I have 7 people watching now when it's just a black screen? That's crazy. My viewers are higher than when I was actually playing something. Alright, well, welcome back, Jifty. Still trying to... No, you see, a good time to work out the kinks would have been before the stream started. And I just realized I don't even have the chat box set up on this source. Yeah, now I'm just trying to sort out getting, the PC game capture on OBS to cooperate with me on this. Man, this is just great, isn't it? It's just amazing. Yeah, first of all, responding to the first one, yeah, Amazon really did let me down a bit on this one, and then, yeah, it's good that we're trying to fix it now, huh? Let me see, I've had this problem with... I've had this problem with game capture before. Let me try window capture instead. Okay, I need to actually be able to pick which one, though. Okay, OBS just froze up on that screen again. That's great. Okay, I do need to be able to pick which one. Okay, that window capture just seems to be broken. Let me try making a new one. Well, could be worse. There we go. All right, and that's got the window capture. It's not going to have sound unless I turn on desktop volume, but that's easy enough to do. Is that like just a still image on your screen too? Cuz like it's showing up as just a still screen on my preview, and I can't tell if that's just a still image for you guys too. Yeah, okay, that's not going to work either then, is it? Okay. Game capture. Make source visible. Capture any full screen application. Let's try it that way to see if that works. How about now? And let me transform it to fit screen in case that's an issue. No. Maybe it's something with the settings in the thing. Is it perhaps just freezing when it's in the background? Nope, that's not a setting for this one. Oh, I see a still image again. Okay, so it was working for a minute when I was tabbed in then? Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute, Jifty. Okay, it's like working for real. Like it's actively still working because like I said, my preview is a still image. That's basically what it is, yeah. So and let me open up my stream on here. Okay. Hang on, just a second. I need to turn that down a bit. I don't think the... yeah, okay. So it seems that this only works when I'm tabbed into it. Brilliant. Okay, so let me see if I need to add in an audio source as well. Nope, not that. Yep, the story mode graphic would be shaking because that's the one I had selected. All right, I'm just going to turn on desktop audio in general. I think I know what to do to get this to work. It's a little scuffed for right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the stream. Ah, okay, that makes sense. See, I didn't know they just froze when you tabbed out like that. I'm just going to open the stream on my phone so I can look at the top chat from there. Okay. There. I have the chat on my phone now so I can still see because if I'm tabbed out on this it doesn't work. I'm going to turn on the desktop audio just so then we have audio as well. All right, there. Well, yeah, obviously the audio always freezes when you're tabbed out on an FNF mod. So there we go. We getting game audio? It's very loud? Okay. I will turn it down. How's this? Is this any better? Like, yeah, I get it. Is it still, though? Because I can keep turning it down more, but after a certain point. How about now? Okay, all good now? All good? Cool. Let me know if it gets too quiet as well, because I can turn it back up as well. It's a little bit quiet now, but it's fine. Okay, let me just turn it up just a tad bit, not a crazy amount, just like a couple. Okay, it's super quiet. Okay. How about this? I wasn't audio mixing originally for FNF, to be fair, and FNF is really loud. So, there we go. I got it up again. Here's to hoping this is good enough. Still quiet. Alright, Okay. Turned it back up a little bit more. And now that I know why I was having issues with an FNF thing specifically, we won't be stuck just with this one, because I can open a different one later, too. That's good? Awesome. Okay. Let's see. What's a good one?
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep, it's totally about the tunes since it's a rhythm game. And I won't be able to talk quite as much mid-level because of how difficult some of these can be for me. Dang you, head. Yeah, I know. Seek's Cool Deltarune mod is getting a lot of updates. Man, this really was not my original plan for what to do today, though, gonna be honest. You want me to play Ragdoll Chaos next? Yep, I can do that one next. And this mod, as the name implies, features characters from Toby Fox's RPG Deltarune. So Boyfriend isn't even in all of the songs in this one, because this one focuses a lot more on Deltarune's characters. Boyfriend's only in like a couple of the songs, like this one. Oops, missed a couple. Ooh, Amazon Vantage Trove Bast, huh? Cool. We might get to play Tears of the Kingdom after all. And I'm hoping unplugging the capture card for a bit fixed it, because sometimes having a device like that plugged in for too long does cause issues, and I think that might have been it. Alright, well then I'll play one more while I'm waiting to see if the game got here. Alright, Ragdoll Chaos as requested. This one's pretty tricky. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Because, like, what? See that? I can't even see the strum line sometimes. Now, thankfully, the rotating arrows don't matter to me as much since I don't actually use arrow keys as my controls. But back when I used to play like that, it was really confusing. Alright. Hey, well, I'll be streaming tomorrow too, Jifty, so you don't have to stick around too late if you want to go to bed, so don't worry about it, alright? I mean, besides, the VOD will always be there, so you'll be able to watch it later too if you want to. Your health comes first. This is a really tricky part. Because it's really hard to tell which notes are mine when some of the ones from my side of the screen just fly over instead of me actually being able to hit them. Okay, thanks for waiting for the game for me, Dad. All right, there we go. Yeah, I can imagine being in England makes the time zone a little bit awkward. I'll play one more then real quick. Hyperlink Reloaded's a good one. That one's really difficult, so that'll be cool to watch. Watch this. I'm going to play this one without healing ever, because there's a heal mechanic where you can press spacebar to get health back, and I'm not going to use it. Oh, and those shield-shaped notes do a bunch of damage to me if I miss them. Sorry I'm not talking as much, by the way. As you can imagine, it's a little bit tricky to do this when I'm also talking. So Dad's stuck in the Amazon van, huh? That sounds about right. Gotta make sure it doesn't get away again, right? You know, I've never beaten that one with only 3 misses before. I forgot about the thing at the end and I died. Oh no. Oh, that's tragic. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's just so tragic. I forgot about it. Just as I was saying it, yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna play a different one if it's all the same with you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Because that, I don't think I can get a 3 miss on Hyperlink Reloaded again. Dang you headphone cords, stop going over my fingers when I'm trying to play. Oh, and if you're wondering what the orange bar on the right is, when that's full, I can use a healing ability, but once again, I'm not going to use it. You know, a really nice touch with this one is that Chris, that's the guy with the blue skin. I like the little touch that in this one he only makes noises using the game sounds since he's a mute protagonist in the actual game. I think that's a nice little touch. I almost forgot about that shield note there. That would have been bad. Since that was at a part where my health was really low, so I would have instantly lost if I missed one. You know, when Deltarune fully releases, whenever that happens, because Toby's always super cryptic on that, I'm totally gonna stream that on full release. And here's the tough part, because if I miss even one of these, I instantly lose, because I'm on low health. Oh man, you gotta play Chapter 2. Deltarune Chapter 2 is so good. Alright, I am gonna go back to my waiting room screen now. Not actually, like, gonna walk away quite yet. Oh, I feel that, dude. Yeah, no. Here's the thing, right? It annoys me to no end that the genocide route is what a lot of people who haven't played it know Undertale for, because it's meant to be a secret route. And it's like, oh, Sans is the funny guy who beats you up because he's super strong, right? And it's like, man, you don't even know any of his characterization. But also, yeah, it took me 3 weeks to beat Sans the first time. Not gonna lie. Yeah, no, Asgore is also definitely a decently tough fight, though. It's one of my favorites in the game, though, to be sure. Obviously, just like just about everything else, the music's a total banger. I really like how, you know, just in general, it feels like a harder version of the Toriel fight from earlier in the game, which is really fitting. Honestly, though, I think enough people, like, not enough people give the neutral route credit, man. Because everybody's always talking about true pacifist or genocide, but, like, a lot of the game happens in neutral, you know? It's like everybody thinks that the game's only this super deep, serious feels fest, but like there's so many hilarious jokes and gags that they play, and you see a lot of that in the neutral route. I just feel like not enough people appreciate that part of the game. In general, though, if I had to say my favorite route for the game. Oh no, to be sure, Asgore's got some crazy bullet patterns, especially like that fire tornado attack. It hurts my head to try to think about. But, yeah, no, you know, funny story, the first time I wanted to do genocide route, I got to the point where it's like, you know, you're supposed to kill Papyrus, and he's like, I still believe in you, and all that stuff. I'm like, I can't do this. Now I feel bad. Of course, a couple days later, I got over it, because, you know, it's a video game, but They did a really good job characterizing Papyrus in the neutral and pacifist routes to, more than like anyone else, make it feel really bad to actually hurt him. Well, seems like we're gonna hopefully have the game soon, since Amazon is doing their rounds around their house, around my house right about now. So hopefully, I'll have my hands on Tears of the Kingdom here pretty quick. But other than that, as for future plans, I was thinking of streaming on the weekend pretty consistently. Probably not like every day of the weekend, like I plan on doing this weekend. But yeah, no, that's the big thing. That's the real reason not to do Papyrus. It's not because the Sans boss fight is hard. It's because, not to do genocide, it's because hurting Papyrus is bad. It's just wrong. Though I will say, Undying the Undying was a really good boss fight. For real. I kind of wish the genocide route had more brutal boss fights than just the two, instead of it being a one-shot fest, except for those two moments. And I think part of that is because that was intentional, right? Because doing the genocide route is supposed to feel bad, and not just in the, look at what you're doing, don't you feel bad for playing as a bad person in the game sort of thing, but also in the way that they just make it boring. It's slow, monotonous, and boring. You're not supposed to enjoy it. That's kind of how it was supposed to be hidden. But of course, you know, in the age of the internet, game secrets cannot stay secret for more than 5 milliseconds past when players have their hands on the game. No, so funny story. How I beat Undying the Undying the first time. This was like a few years ago. This was like the year Undertale released. I actually used Cheat Engine to slow the game speed down to 10%, because then obviously if all the projectiles are moving at a tenth of the speed, it's way easier to see them coming and avoid them. Because I was so bad at the game back then that I had to do that just to stand a chance at dodging anything. Of course, I can beat the problem relatively easily, or beat the fight relatively easily now, but, you know, back then I was awful. Who would win in a fight? Super Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog, power-ups included? You know, that's a good question, and I have to ask you a follow-up question in order to get a good answer. Which version of Sonic the Hedgehog are we talking about? Because if we're, like, I'm not even just saying, like, classic Sonic versus modern Sonic. Are we including, like, comic continuity Sonic? Because that's, like, a whole different ballgame. Any Sonic. Okay. Well, if it's any Sonic, then I'm sorry, Mario, but you're about to get destroyed because Archie Sonic is literally stronger than Goku. But if we're not including... No, only canon Sonics. Okay, well, if we're going to count the comic Sonics as a separate continuity, if we're going to look at just the video games... It's a tough question. With power-ups included, I'd have to still give it to Sonic, because while Super Sonic is like a time-limited invulnerability, it's limited by rings instead of a hard time limit. Strike with Amazon, but we have a backup plan in about an hour if Amazon is still missing. Okay, well, we'll have to see how that goes then. But yeah, no, comic Sonics are so broken. Like, it's super not fair counting the comic versions, which is why I was asking. One final question before I really get the answer. Can the version of Mario use abilities from any Mario video game? Or are we just limited to the mainline platformers? True, if you took the fight to Mario's World, Sonic wouldn't have rings. That's true. That's true. He can't use Super Sonic without rings. That is a good point. Okay, well then I guess I still have to ask, does Mario get to use abilities from the spin-off games or just like the mainline 2D and 3D platformers? Because that would also help determine the answer. Because it'd be a little closer if Mario had his spin-off game stuff. Because this is actually an interesting question. Mainline games only. Okay, well then I'm sorry, Plumber Boy, you're about to get destroyed. I mean, here's the thing, right? Mario has the perk of not insta-dying. Right, yeah, not insta-dying when hit by an attack as long as he has a power-up. Sonic can also do that with power-ups, but in general, the regular power-ups are more prevalent in Mario games, so I would just assume he would have better access to them. But I still think Sonic wins simply because Mario's only methods of doing damage, if we're going to look at what's feasible, right? Probably the Fire Flower projectiles or jumping on his head. There's no way Mario is ever going to jump on Sonic's head to deal damage, and if Sonic has the bubble shield, the fire doesn't do anything. I think that Sonic definitely wins that fight. Now, the only way I can really think to make it fair is if we expand... If Sonic had no rings, one hit could kill Sonic, which is true, but landing that one hit would be very difficult for, like, mainline platformer only Mario, unless we're giving Mario a superstar, in which case Sonic would just have to avoid him until the superstar ran out. If we wanted a more fair fight, here's what we'd have to do, right? We would have to, first of all, we'd have to let Mario have Luigi as backup. Straight up. I'm sorry, but he's going to need Luigi, and we need to expand their kits to allow spin-off game stuff, because the Mario and Luigi spin-off games have some crazy stuff. I think we could have a real fight then. But other than that, it really is, just in general, Sonic's whole verse is just kind of higher power scaled. I mean, you know, yeah, give him Luigi, you know. Well, because real talk, right? If we allow stuff from the Mario and Luigi RPG games, that is a good fight. Because that really relies on Sonic using his speed to not get hit. Because otherwise he's just done for. But I think giving them the expanded toolset makes it a much more fair fight. But just in general, if we gave him Paper Mario powers too, that's a whole nother ball game, actually. Well, you see, because Paper Mario, the last Mario and Luigi game before the studio that made them went bankrupt was Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, and Paper Mario was a third party member in that. So Paper Mario is like a whole nother dude. Like, canonically, the Paper Mario universe takes place within, like, a storybook. But if we add Paper Mario in the mix, I think without the Chaos Emerald, Sonic is hard-pressed. Honestly, against all three of them, I think that's going to be difficult. Like, just in general, I think that would be a much closer fight. Really, really favoring in favor of the Mario Bros, though, if they get Paper Mario as well. But no, just in general, the Mario versus Sonic debate is an interesting one, because honestly, depending on which game is your favorite, you can totally angle to argue that your favorite would win. But true, yeah, if we're actually having them fight, like, that's the thing, we have to give so many handicaps to the Mario Brothers to even make this doable, though, is kind of the issue. But no, if we were to really set it up to try to make a fair fight as possible, it's possible to get a situation where Sonic definitely loses. But, like, if we were actually going to go straight up, you know, flat playing field, equal number of power-ups at the character's disposal, no super invulnerability, you know, bullcrap, you know, no home field advantages. Man, you're telling me. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. If we're giving him the stuff he has from Mario Galaxy, then That's a whole nother thing too. Yeah, no, for sure. Just in general though, Gifty, who's your favorite to win though between the two? Because for me, like I said, I like Mario. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sorry, but it's just in 9 out of 10 situations, I think Sonic takes the W just because he just has more stuff without relying on power ups. Yeah, no, challenger number 3, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a whole no. Uh-oh, look out. Here comes the original character. but but yeah, I think the main thing that would hold Mario back from winning in a flat, even no power ups fight, just as an example, is without Mario just isn't able to deal damage without landing on top of somebody without a power up. And I'm sorry, but Sonic is able to be in a state where things landing on him that would normally damage him get hurt instead, like the spin dash, for example. So I think just in general. Oh man, I haven't even played Sonic Frontiers. I heard it was actually really good, which was cool, but I've just kind of been I don't know, reluctant on Sonic games. I liked Sonic Mania, don't get me wrong, that was great, but oh really? The spin dash isn't even on modern Sonic anymore. That's interesting. Because that's a whole different ballgame a little bit then, because the spin dash is like one of your best defensive tools too. Yeah. Just in general, though, if we're only using mainline abilities, I think, like, mainline abilities only, not allowing invulnerability powers, right? Because anything that makes you straight up invulnerable for a certain amount of time is just going to be problematic for a 1v1. Because, let's be real, they change nothing, because assuming both fighters know what each other's power-ups do to a certain extent, I'm sorry, Mario gets a superstar and Sonic's just going to run away until it wears off. Sonic gets the invulnerability power up in one of those monitors and Mario's going to at least try to dodge. Honestly, yeah, I think Sonic just kind of has to win. Yeah, yeah. I played Sonic Generations. I get how that whole timeline split works. Uh, just in general, though, both versions of Sonic have their own unique abilities, which are really interesting and totally different from each other. I just have to say, unless you give Mario support from Luigi and his RPG spin off abilities, he just kind of loses. There's really just not much to say about it. It's just you have to take away so many things from Sonic and give so many things to Mario to get a fair match. No Chaos Emeralds, no rings, no invulnerability power ups for either side. Gotta stick it in the Mario world to have plenty of water. It's just a thing. Well, it looks like we might be waiting a while longer on the game still, though, so I'm probably going to get another Friday Night Funkin' mod booted up here real quick. Uh, any any requests? True. Yeah, the homing attack too. The homing attack definitely changes stuff up a bit. Let me check my folder. Let's see. For ones that I could play on stream easily, I got the Among Us one because of course I do. I of course have Doki Doki Takeover. I have Doki Doki Takeover Bad Ending. I never recorded that. Let's see. I got Hotline 24, Indie Cross, Lo-Fi Funkin', Paper Mario Origami King. I have Seek's Deltarune mod. I have Spooky Saturday Scare. That's another good one. And that's about it for the ones I got at the moment. Oh man, yeah, no, for sure. But part of that is just, well, yeah, of course it's fine. It's just, well, because here's the thing, right? And what people have to remember, because I know that there is a non-zero number of people who only heard about Doki Doki Literature Club because of the Friday Night Funkin' mod. Because let's be real, the time gap. But like, it is supposed to be a horror game. In Doki Doki Literature Club, the actual, no, there's no. Oh yeah, there is some. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, all of the songs have something in them. I'd probably just play Markov if we do Bad Ending, just because that's my favorite. But, yeah, no, but Doki Doki Literature Club, lots of people found out about it through the Friday Night Funkin' mod because of how long it's been since it came out. But it's a horror game, and in the original game, there is no good ending. Everybody just kind of dies no matter what you do. Like, it was actually, for some people super into Doki Doki Literature Club, giving the mod a good ending as its canonical ending was almost, like, controversial, because it's like, hey, that's not how it normally goes. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, DDLC is an old game, man. It's old at this point. It came out, like, what, 2016? Yeah, it's 9 years old. I can't believe that was 9 years ago. But yeah, it's close to a decade old at this point. It's weird to think about. Yeah, I bet. Act 2 is really freaky the first time if you don't know what to expect. 2017? Yeah, still 8 years. But man. Yeah, no, that game was crazy the first time I played it. I legitimately, at the end of Act 1, had to, like, take a break for a while. Because I just went, like, I cannot believe they just did that. Like, I already knew I was in for something with it. Because it's like, okay, guys, I see the popular Steam tag. Sorry, nobody's going to trick me into thinking this is a normal visual novel. But, you know, just dang, man. All right, so based off how much we're talking about it, I guess that's probably what we're going to go with then, so let me get it loaded up. Like I said, probably just going to do Markov for now. Let's see here. Can I get this to actually cooperate? Or is the game capture going to... oh, right, no, it's going to do this because I'm tabbed out. Herdy-der. I'm like, hey, I can't see the picture on my preview. Acting like that ain't an issue we were just dealing with. Really? Man, you really did go in totally unspoiled then, didn't you? Like, if you actually thought it was a regular, like, visual novel dating sim... oh, man, that would have been, like, the best anti-piracy prank ever, though. Let's be real. Alright, I'm just gonna, like I said a bunch of times, I'm just gonna play Markov, because that's my favorite, and it's honestly the only one I can get a decent score at. Because all of these are super difficult, even for me. But no, yeah, it's really, it's a banger. I'm gonna be real. I know I said it with Satanic Funkin' on Indie Cross as well, but having a good guitar riff makes just about any song better. Pin my headphone cord under there so I don't have this issue again. So funny thing, the pop-up window mechanic on this song actually messes you up worse on down scroll because they never programmed it to flip its vertical position on down scroll. Man, I'm doing really good. But yeah, you see how the pop-ups make it a little bit hard to see, you know? Really? There's a secret unused song in the files, huh? That's interesting. This is my favorite part of the whole song, by the way. No, the chart on this song is phenomenal, though. It's really well done. Now, I don't think I've ever full comboed this one. I think I might have done it once, but I don't remember. And it's mostly that end part where the charting just gets totally crazy. But I've been playing higher difficulty stuff since the last time I played this, so I don't know. I might do better this time. Alright, I'll read your comment in a sec, because it's something about going into the game files, but I don't have enough time to actually read the full thing at the moment, so hang on. Man, I remember when I first was playing Friday Night Funkin', any chart even remotely like this, I was just mashing the whole time on because I had no idea what I was doing. So it feels good to have this much improvement. Oh, I missed one. I was so close to getting through that whole thing without missing any. You know, I think that was, let me see if that was a record. I can't tell. Let me look at my stream, see what the final score was. 297, 810, and my record is, oh, that's a new record. Yeah, that's totally a new record then. I've clearly never full comboed it if that's a new record. All right, well, that's the only one I'm going to play on that one because the other two have charts that are really crazy for me. Yeah, WoW was right. That was very hard. Let's see. Let's see, what's another good thing I can do? I cannot believe that. Like, legitimately. That's incredible if you're telling the truth, because... Okay, because on Indie Cross, I have full comboed all of the normal songs except for Nightmare Run. I've full comboed all of the bonus songs, and I haven't full comboed any of the Nightmare songs. But if you full comboed all 3 of the Nightmare songs, that's super impressive, dude. That's really cool. You know, I could play a little Indie Cross for a while. I mean, I know I'm going to be uploading the other songs for a bit. Took you... Man, you must be some kind of god tier player or something, because... Like, third attempt to full combo it, or third attempt playing the level. Because if it was your third attempt playing the level, you're either lying to me, or you're like the king of rhythm games, because... I've beaten that song once, and it was a miserable clear. Oh, you were an Osu player before. You know, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I totally buy it then. No, if you play lots of Osu, that's totally. I can totally see how you could have done that. I'm just gonna play some Indie Cross. Speaking of that, that's nuts. Like, that's really impressive, dude. I have nothing to say about that other than that's really impressive. All right, let me give the stream a second to catch up, just to see if the game capture is gonna work. Oh, right, because I set it to specific when I had to change which window. There we go. All right, that should be going in just a sec. Man, 8 misses on attempt 1. That's really impressive, dude. Like, I'm legitimately really impressed. That's really great. All right, I'm going to do a couple warm-up songs, then I'll probably do a couple Nightmare songs. So I'm going to start with Burning in Hell. This is probably, like, my favorite song in the whole mod, maybe next to Boondoggle. I mean, I'm sure you can see my Undertale bias in that opinion, but it's my favorite game of all time, so... No, what I like about this song, though, beyond how good it sounds... Oh, man, I can't even beat the main weak on Hypno's Lullaby, dude. The spacebar mechanic is too much for me because I suck. But no, what I like about this is not only do the mechanics feel very fair, but I love how well it actually, you know, references the actual fight from Undertale. Like, look, they programmed in a little bullet hell section into the rhythm game, which is so crazy. I don't know how you even do that. Though that's not even the craziest thing. You're not going to believe me, I swear. But you know what? Somebody actually did like a couple months ago. I kid you not. They programmed the entirety of FNAF 1 into Psych Engine. Like, how? I know that FNAF 1 is, like, not a very complicated game. But how do you port the entirety of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 into a freaking FNF engine? That's so crazy. You know, yeah, I know, isn't it nuts? Like, I have no clue how they programmed that in. It's so crazy. Just a sec. Yeah. I'll answer in a sec. There we go. No, like the actual FNAF 1. The whole game. It's not a Friday Night Funkin' mod that plays like Friday Night Funkin'. It's not a rhythm game at all. It's literally FNAF 1 programmed into Psych Engine. Like, how? That's so nuts, isn't it? I truly do not understand. Alright. Nah, I'll play with mechanics. I'm not that much of a coward. Honestly, though, but to address what you're saying, left unchecked, I don't remember if I think that's one of the free play songs in Hypno's Lullaby, right? I think I FC'd that, but I don't remember. It's a real shame that that mod got canceled right at the end of development, but that seems to happen all the time. is they have a team together, and then one of the members of their team does something stupid on the internet, and the whole project gets canned because of it. And it's a shame, because Hypno's Lullaby V2 was so close to completion. Then no, if it's in the main week, I didn't do it. Because the whole spacebar mechanic on the main week actually really messed up my rhythm beyond repair. So I wouldn't have been able to beat it at all then. Yeah, I have no clue how they thought it would be a good idea to make it that long. You can turn off the mechanics on Hypno's Lullaby? How did I not know that? Because there are so many, well, not even so many, like a couple of songs in there that I would think would be so fun to play casually, but the mechanics are so annoying. Like the main week mechanics, of course, but then also like Missing No. The Missing No song is so good, but the way that the strum line gets teleported around makes it so hard for me near the end of the song. But you can turn that off? Man, I might have to play that again then. Don't want to mess up at the end, that's why I'm focusing. All right, not my best clear of Nightmare Run, but certainly not bad. All right, I think now is a good time to hop into a couple Nightmare songs. I'm not going to be playing Despair because you cannot make me, and I'm bad at it, and I'm just awful. Yeah, I get that's how that usually works. That's how mechanic settings use. I just didn't know that setting was in Hypno's Lullaby. I don't know. I'll have to check if I just have an older build or something, because I don't remember seeing that, but I'll just look in a little bit.
3, 2, 1, go.
Rip my stream bitrate, am I right? Now, I'm not going to get as good of a clear on this as what I have on video already, because I got a, total banger attempt on this on video before. Well, banger for my skill level. It's no FC, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I was aware of the harder mechanics versions, Hell Mode mechanics. they're usually just more damage for failing mechanics, but a couple of the songs actually totally change the way the mechanics work. Like, for example, on Last Reel, you actually have a longer cooldown on your attacks with Hell mechanics on top of everything else. And then also Ink Notes just kill you with less mistakes on Hell mechanics. No, that's cool though. Hell mechanics is doing that is impressive. I couldn't on all of them. At least not like the Nightmare songs. Hell mechanics on the regular songs I've done, not on the Nightmare songs though. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Despair on Hell mode would be horrible. Still really impressive, dude. This is probably the one I'm the best at, simply because I find the mechanics the most manageable. In terms of the Nightmare songs, I mean. Okay. Well, if you gotta head off, good night then, Jifty. Thanks for stopping by. Man, why am I hitting the blue ones? I know not to hit those. Maybe it's just extreme pressure, I don't know. Oh, okay. You're not going quite yet? Well, it looks like I might not have Tears of the Kingdom ready to go while you're here until next time, but I will be streaming again at the same time tomorrow. Actually, if it works a little better for you, I might even stream a little earlier. Because the whole reason I was waiting until 3 today was because I was trying to pick a time where I thought Amazon would have me my game. But since I didn't end up having, I could probably stream at like 1 tomorrow, my time. Let's see, and if it's 10 o'clock for you right now, and it's 5 o'clock for me, alright. So I'd be streaming at 6 your time then. I think that'd probably be a bit more reasonable for you, yeah? So yeah. I can, like I said, I can probably stream 1 o'clock-ish tomorrow if that'll work a bit better for you. Okay, cool. Glad to hear that sounds good for you. Well, now that I know I can turn off mechanics on Hypno's Lullaby, I am going to do that really quick because I want to play Missing No on that and actually be able to enjoy how good the chart is on that song without having to deal with the BS mechanic of just haha. Oh, no, don't worry, dude. It's honestly, the exact time I stream is an arbitrary decision for me. It's not like I'm avoiding doing something I have to do instead by streaming earlier. It's really just whenever I feel like it. Let's see. Yeah, I think the gameplay settings menu is only available on a newer build of Hypno's Lullaby than I've got, so I could try to download a newer build real quick, but I don't necessarily have to play that right now either, so I'm probably not going to. I can just do that at a different time. I think now's a good time to test if my capture card issue is fixed, huh? Let me just get that plugged back in, see if that'll work better now that I've given it some time to be unplugged and off. And of course, the most important cord just fell off the table. Yep, fingers crossed indeed. All right, switching over to that one now. Just get my controllers turned on. Well, it's working right now, so that's something. All right, well, here's to hoping it stays that way this time, huh? All right, because, like, if the capture card issue keeps up and then you gotta go, I'll probably end the stream right around then, because if I can't stream the game I originally meant to stream and you have to go to bed, I will simply wait until tomorrow and try to fix it before then, you know what I mean? Yep, because we didn't have any issues this time, but we didn't have the issues right away before either, did we? So it still remains to be seen just a tad. Seriously though, I know that Trident Ganondorf isn't like super top tier in this game or anything, but it's such a fun playstyle. Especially love that big uppercut move he's got there. That one's super fun. Alright, I'm going to go for 1,500 kills this time to see if that's enough. Yeah, and I'm thinking that maybe it might be a game-specific issue because it was happening specifically on loading screens and stuff, which obviously work differently depending on the game you're playing. Oh no, the Stallmaster is advancing on the Allied base. Man, that's crazy. Sure would be a shame if somebody killed him first. Well, I messed that up. Like I said, I'm going to try to go for a higher kill count before I finish the level this time. Because I think that was part of my issue. Well, it was literally the reason I didn't get an A rank before, is because I didn't kill enough guys. Because 1,200 is usually enough, but since this is a Master Quest map, some of the requirements are just higher. So I'm gonna go for like 1,500, maybe 1,600 if I can manage it, because I know for a fact there's no way that 1,600 kills isn't enough, because I've never seen a level with a higher kill requirement than that on any version of this game. Man, seriously, the gameplay loop of these types of games is super addictive. Just, you know, you get to feel totally unstoppable mowing through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of enemies. Okay, gotta get the enemies out of my main bases. Okay, now Ruto, I'm begging you not to try to advance on the boss by yourself. Or was that a different level? I don't remember. Gonna be honest, a lot of these kind of bleed together after a while. I mean, if you're looking for playtime for your money, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is one of the best bangs for your buck. Like, it's only on Switch, so you need to have a Switch. But if you got a Switch, it is one of the games I most highly recommend for the Switch, simply because you can easily get hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of playtime out of it and still have more content to go through. It's really good. But, you know, also, the new Tears of the Kingdom game also just came out, so you might want to keep your eye out on that, too, to see if that one looks even better for you. But, hey, you'll get to see what that looks like on stream tomorrow. You have a Switch? Cool. But, yeah, like I said, even if I can't stream Tears of the Kingdom today, because Amazon ends up being awful as usual, at the bare minimum, I will stream it tomorrow, and you can see what it looks like then, and you can decide which one you think looks better. Because they play totally different. Because this is a spin-off game that's a totally different genre. But yes, this game is phenomenal. Very good. Alright, there. That should be that one killed. Alright, now I'm just gonna go make sure to get about 400 more kills so I know I get the A rank. Because I've barely taken any damage and I still have plenty of time, because that time would have to say 5 minutes before it's not A rank, because the A rank time requirement is always 15 minutes for regular full map level. So I know I got time. I don't care if there's a chest hidden in a keep somewhere, unless it has actual permanent stuff instead of just map-long power-ups. Like, sometimes I swear some of the side objectives are just a waste of time. Oh, that sucks for you, Hylian Captain, but I'm gonna go capture the abandoned fort. Man, he's getting destroyed if he went from in trouble to in danger in a couple seconds. Oh, I guess that was the chest, that the chest was hidden in. It was a trap! This is why you never do the side objectives. It's always a trick to waste your time. Too bad for them, I'm extremely over-leveled for this mission. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh yeah, no, there's so many alerts on the screen that it's really hard to even keep track of all of them. Okay, please tell me that Lana fleeing wasn't like a lost condition. Okay, doesn't matter. We're good. Alright, almost done, because I'm going to get to 1600 just to be absolutely sure there's no chance that I don't A-rank it. Because this mission unlocks a more powerful version of the Trident, which is why they're forcing me to play Trident Ganondorf to beat it. I'll easily get the rest of the required kills just by swinging my weapon around in the enemy base. Well, it's like I said, I got him just messing around doing... Oh yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. I don't know why it's like that. Hang on. Why is it all blurry like that? It shouldn't be. Okay, so what you might need to do is you might just need to check which setting you have set for your automatic graphics quality. Because I was looking at my phone, which is what I'm using sometimes to look at the chat, and on the phone it was defaulting the stream to 144p even though it's in 1080p, so I'm thinking that might be what's going on with you. Yeah, exactly, Mod. Exactly. It seems like on phones and stuff it's auto-defaulting to a lower quality. So if you're watching on a mobile device, that might be it. Girahim, why can't you just die faster? Why do you have so much health? Oh boy, reinforcements. Not that it matters. Oh, you're advancing on the Allied base. No, I think you're just getting blown up. And, yeah, 1080p, 60 FPS is the highest quality this stream is available at. Because the capture card only records up to 1080p, it doesn't do 4K or anything, but it doesn't even really matter if the capture card doesn't do 4K since the Switch doesn't, support native 4K resolution anyways. So, yeah, if you're setting yourself to 1080p, you're going to get the full stream quality. Yeah, there you go. All right, and now is the moment of truth. If it's the loading screen, because if it's whenever we, yeah, but if this happens again during the loading screen or after the loading screen, we will know that it's an issue with something the game does or the Switch does with the game during the loading screen, which means it probably won't happen in Tears of the Kingdom as bad because that game isn't like a segmented level thing, it's open world. So I'm hoping this is just an issue with this game in particular. I'm also going to try not running through the menus as fast here to see if maybe that helps a little. Trident of Demise. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, 280 attack on even one with no stars. That's so good. And of course I got... Ooh, a 5-star Ignis Hammer for Daronia. That's cool. Nobody likes Tingle. Okay, I'll have to check what that has on. Ooh, a 5-star sail with 2 hidden skills. That's cool. Okay, that's useless. And we got some materials. Alright, let's see. I think slowing down skipping through the end stage menus helped. Would you look at that? I think I figured it out. It's an issue with this game when I skip through the end stage menus too fast. There we go. I did it. I figured it out. Man, I'm happy I fixed that. I know, right? It's great. I'm happy that it's figured out now. Well, anyways, I know this is a little silly to do when we just got this working again, but I'm going to put the stream on pause for a bit because I need to eat dinner. Yeah, we know for future. And you said it was getting pretty late for you, so if you're feeling tired, it might be a good time for you to hop off because I'm going to be on break for a while. So, if you're going to hop off, just let me know and, have a good night, dude. It's nice to have you on the stream. Probably about 15 to 20 minutes, I would estimate. So I should be back, around 20 minutes from now. So if you want to stick around, you can, or if you don't, you don't. Like I said, I'll be back in like 20 minutes. So, yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much as soon as. Oh, you're gonna wait? Okay, well I'll talk to you in about 20 minutes then. Well, yeah, that's fine, Mom. I'm still going to come upstairs for a little break anyways. If dinner's not here, then I guess I won't be gone as long. I'll only be gone for a couple minutes, but I still do need to take a break because I need to give my voice a rest. So I'll be back. Just make sure I have my music set to loop again. All right, I'll be back in a few. Hey, I'm back, and my little brother's going to be hanging out for a little bit too. Say hi, Connor.
Hi.
So, yeah, he's just going to be hanging out for a little bit on the stream just for fun. So if the mic is a little bit quieter, it's because I had to put it in a position where we can both talk into it. So you go ahead and talk a little so we can see how it sounds.
Okay, this is testing.
Here, let me get this a little closer to you.
Does it sound good?
Well, based off of the volume on the thing, it looks like you're coming through good. So
Okay,
we're going to
good.
switch over to the Switch now. Get it?
Okay.
All right, so Connor, how I got my stream set up here, right, is you can see the preview up there, right?
Yep.
Anyways, so that in the chat there, Connor, that's Jifty. He's my best viewer. He's around all the time. He's super cool.
Nice. And you know what? Upstairs, my computer is playing the live stream right now.
Cool. Thanks for your support.
No problem. Like I have.
Oh yeah, what have you been watching? To be specific, because you said you're watching some anime. What have you been watching? While we're waiting for a response, I'm gonna give you a level.
Okay. Like you know what?
Oh, Demon Slayer's so good, dude. Well, yeah, I know Connor's a little bit quiet. It's Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I know this is the part that everybody talks about, but once you get to episode 19, you gotta tell me how you liked it, because that's, like, the best part.
Like in my opinion, the Wii U is very underrated.
Yes, the Wii U is a very underrated console, Connor.
Yeah, and like if I had the money to buy one, I would.
Well, sometimes you can play mine with me, because, you know, we do have one down here. Hang on.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember how you... Oh, right. You use a recorder on the lake spaces. Yeah, episode 19 of season 1. That I already had a recorder. I spent 15,000 rupees on something I already had. All right. Ooh, no healing, Connor. So you know what that means?
What?
If I take any damage, I can't get rid of the damage for the rest of the fight. Ooh, but this is one that lets me have 2 characters, so it'll be a little bit easier because I'm not stuck with just Link.
You know what would be awesome?
What would be awesome?
If you did like a live stream of like you playing Wii U.
Yeah, I could do that sometime too, because this capture card can hook into my Wii U as well.
I would absolutely love that.
Mhm.
Just us playing Wii U on a live stream.
That'd be a really fun stream. I agree. We should actually do that sometime. That'd be really fun.
Like, I'm great at suggesting stuff.
Yeah. So you're on episode 8, huh? Yeah, I know that Demon Slayer has a bit of a slow opening, but stick with it. It's really worth it.
You know what kind of sucks?
What kind of sucks, Connor?
My Wii disk drive doesn't work.
Oh, darn. Why'd that happen?
Stump. Accidentally got. Let me.
Please stand by while Connor formulates his answer. You have to understand this is the $1 million question, so he has to answer correctly.
A piece of paper.
A piece of paper.
Yes.
So there you go, everybody. That's the answer. Connor's disk drive on his Wii doesn't work because of a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's truly a very big shame.
Yeah,
F in the chat for Connor's Wii disk drive, please.
Like, I think since he just got knocked out of space, I think, like, eventually I'm going to take it apart and see if I can fix it.
All right. Well, you'll have to the next time you're. Oh, you already like Demon Slayer in the early episodes. That's good. If you can appreciate the early episodes, you're definitely gonna like the later parts too, because it just gets better from there. But hey, Connor, maybe on a follow-up stream appearance, you can tell us how your attempts to repair your disk drive went, huh?
Yeah, like, I don't have the, like, screwdriver because, like, Nintendo uses these stupid proprietary screws.
Oh, I hate proprietary parts because it makes it so much harder to repair things.
Yeah, like, I have to buy a screwdriver these days to do that. So it might take me a while.
Yep. I can see how that might take you a fair bit of time to set up.
Yep, but why not? We get it working. I think I could do a live stream. We could do a live stream of Wii Sports on the
That could be pretty cool.
Yeah, like on my Wii. And you know what? Awesome, cool. I made a me of Michael Jackson on my Wii.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Because why the heck wasn't?
I don't know, man. If you got the time, you might as well, right?
Yeah, like one day I just had the time and the idea, and then I just did it.
For context, Michael Jackson is Connor's favorite singer.
Indeed.
What's your favorite Michael Jackson song, Connor?
Probably Billie Jean. Because it's all from Baby.
All right, he likes Billie Jean.
Yes, very good song. One of the classics.
It really is, yeah. I say not remembering which one that was at all. You know what? I think this... Hey, is Just Beat It a Michael Jackson song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I loved that song as a kid.
Yeah, like, I agree. It's from the same album, too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like that was, like, when he was in his prime of music. Like, when he was still popular and wasn't dead.
Yeah, being dead puts a little bit of a hamper on the development of your music career, huh?
Yeah.
You know, pesky being dead. What an annoying complication, am I right?
Yeah. And it sucks how it always, like, does last and stuff. It's really sad.
I don't know enough about that situation to comment. We probably shouldn't really go talking too much on that because it's a pretty political, not just politically, but a pretty charged situation in general.
Yeah.
But I do also understand what you're getting at. Yeah, it's one of the hard parts about being a celebrity is that every part of your life gets documented for everyone to see whether you want them to or not. I'm going to kill the golden chicken.
You know what's cool?
Pokemon.
Yes, and I could possibly, like, do a Halo for live stream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably... I mean, I have the Halo Master Chief Collection, so I could stream Halo sometime.
Yeah, like, I could bring out my 360 and make it like a stream.
Yeah, if we wanted to, that's an option as well.
Yeah, but I didn't make you, like,
Well, you don't have to do that. It's okay. Like I said, if I stream the game, I'll probably just do it on my Steam version of Master Chief Collection. Man, Jifty, you and me both. I'm really out of most music, I like most video game OSTs the most too. I think that's a pretty standard opinion among people in our rough age group. Just in general, because we grew up on video game OSTs. I think that would probably be why we like them so much. Come on. There we go. Okay, so OBS in its entirety froze there. That's what happened there. I'm going to try reactivating the capture card. Yeah, it's the best option for what we're doing, though. And I'm trying to figure out how other people avoid this problem, because I know my computer's plenty strong. So now I'm just gonna farm kills, Connor. You see, because you need to get a certain amount to get the highest rating on the level. Does that make sense?
You know what? I know one of, like, the most underrated, like, Windows version?
What's the most underrated Windows version?
Windows 7 and Windows Vista.
Yeah, Windows 7 was pretty great.
Yeah, like, people say Vista is the worst, but I think, like, Windows 7 is awful. It can't even play solitaire.
Can't even play solitaire? That's nuts, dude. I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, but Vista can play.
At least it can play solitaire. That's something.
Yep, Vista is, like, kind of similar to Windows 7, but ME can't even play solitaire.
How did they mess up an operating system that bad?
Oh, no. Like, Windows 2000, like 3000, we can play solitaire.
Oh, more Pizza Tower vids? Well, since I'm streaming this weekend, there won't be any videos this weekend. But I was thinking, because I was going to be streaming on the weekend from now on, I was thinking I was going to move my recorded videos over to weekdays. So, Pizza Tower is probably going to be Thursday or Friday, but there will be another episode of Pizza Tower up this upcoming week. I'm glad you asked, because I had kind of forgotten. So thank you for reminding me about that, because it always disappointed me when I watched people doing stuff on YouTube when they started a series and then, like, quit it partway through. So it's really good that you reminded me. Thanks, Jiffy.
You know what?
Chicken butt. What were you going to say?
No, but, like, my main favorite is just like
Hey, don't knock your pen. Hey, you gotta face the microphone a little bit, by the way. But hey, don't knock your Panasonic camcorder. That's a good camcorder.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a lot of zoom.
it's like, I had a bit of trouble installing the software for it because I had it installed on a 64-bit keyboard and it's a 32-bit disc, but I got it to work.
Yeah, old software compatibility issues are always really frustrating to deal with.
Yeah, but
Cause,
I got work on my old one.
well, that's good. Well, you see, because I really love this game series called Heroes of Might and Magic. Okay.
By the way, we have like a disc.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. Is when I had my laptop, right, the one that Dad tried to get fixed, and then we found out the motherboard was dead. I wanted to install Heroes through the disc on it, just like Dad was trying to do with his laptop the other day. But there was a compatibility issue because it's such an old software that it's just not compatible with Windows 10.
Yeah, like was it like the Turbo Heroes disc?
It was the Heroes 3 disc I was trying to get working.
Oh, I think was that one with the black?
No, that's the Heroes 2 disc.
Oh, but the Heroes 3 disc, yeah, like I think you have to run it in compatibility mode.
I never tried running it compatibility. Well, I bought the game on GOG anyways, so I'll still be able to do it. Oh yeah, by the way, Jifty, if you haven't heard of Heroes of Might and Magic, it's a strategy game. Basically, it's set in one of the most interesting and unique fantasy settings I've ever seen, and how it's a war game. It's set in a fantasy world, and it's all about trying to take over all of the towns on the map you're playing on. It's really fun. I might play it or stream it sometime because it's really cool. So that'll be pretty fun. That won't be anytime like super soon, but it's a thing I definitely want to do. What would be amazing?
Like if we somehow like
Go ahead and think. You're not in a rush.
I don't know if we like a live stream on my old Asus desktop up in my bedroom of like me attempting to like play like some old games on Windows 7.
It might be hard to even get that to run stably, but it might be an interesting thing to experiment with, yeah.
Maybe that could be
I don't know what the audience for that would be. But look, I got the A rank on the level, Connor.
Nice.
Believe it or not, that little dagger in a crystal is actually a horse.
Wow. You know what?
Chicken butt, but what were you gonna say?
Like, you know, like Metal Gear Solid for PS1?
Yes, I'm aware of Metal Gear Solid.
Like the final boss that kind of leaves you a memory card.
Psycho Mantis isn't the final boss, but I do know about Psycho. You gotta sit down so the mic can pick you up if you wanna.
Oh, but like imagine if like there was a game that could read your like search history and like what games.
That
you
would
have.
be horrendous.
Yeah, it would be horrendous.
Well, either way. So, Jifty, I can totally see having some issues with strategy games. They're definitely harder to break into than some other genres.
Also,
Just a sec. But It's totally worth it though. They're super fun if you can get in them. Okay, now you can have your turn, Connor.
So, you know what? Since, Babu just bought us,
Pizza.
Maybe, we can, have him say hello into the mic.
Oh, yeah. You want to say hi to the stream, Dad?
Say hi into
Man,
the
he's-
mic, Dad.
Hello, I'm just delivering food.
All right, so we're gonna actually, now that we have food, because Gifty, it's probably getting close to like what, 10:45 over there, and it looks like I'm not gonna have the Zelda game too quick. So I'll probably stream earlier tomorrow, but I'll probably just kind of like wrap up right around now if that's cool with you.
And my food is being suspended on a damaged TV tray.
All right. Well, then. Okay, thanks, Dad. Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up now. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you tomorrow. It was good to have you. So, I'll talk at you later. Peace.